Okay, this is Tomas. I'm here at whatchamacallit, Mid-City Prescott, and just want to give everyone an update on the irrigation. So let's first start over here. I put in a new controller, and basically you have 4 zones. Zone 1 is the beds. Zone 2, this lower area. Zone 3 is the fruit trees all the way up and all the way up top. And zone 4 is all of your row crops up there. Okay? I will set it before I leave. You would hook your hose up to this. And as David pointed out last time, if you press, I had it on manual, so now it's fine, it's on auto. If you press manual, you see it says station 1, you can switch the stations there. So let's say I set it to 4 minutes there. And you'll hear it come on, you'll hear the little shake there. Okay, and if you press manual again, it just clears it, turns it off, rather than switching to off, which is what I advised before. So once again, it's 1 is the beds, 2 is the lower area here, 3 is the fruit, and 4 is the upper row crops. So it's beds, lower, fruit, upper. BLFU. BLFU. 1, 2, 3, 4. BLFU. Okay, a couple more things. I put in a new stainless steel hose. The other one was clogged. This is the other hose which you'll hook up to. A couple of things I left you. I'm going to leave a little packet there, which is some water hose washers. Always make sure you put a washer in the water hose before you connect it. With some extra batteries, but David, please pick up some AAA to replace there. These are AA, they don't work here. And some extra push irrigators. So, here's the lower beds. I line them up. It is important that you try to sculpt the beds like this, so the pipes are sitting in a little bit of a trough. The second thing, of course, is it's critical that your plants are planted wherever the water is coming out. And you'll see that I use zip ties. I'm going to leave some for you right near the timer as well. Zip ties are your friend to keep the pipes in place. They get moved, obviously, with kids and other stuff. The other way to do it is turn on manual before you plant, or when you're checking, you see where all the wet spots are. And you'll notice very quickly which plants are not lined up with your hose. You should either move the plants or move the pipes, but I think if you move the pipes, of course, you're going to be moving everything else in succession. So, zip ties, zip ties, zip ties are your friend. I've checked all the fruit tree irrigation. Actually, the fruit trees are coming along pretty darn nicely, actually. Because they're getting water, and they got some compost and fertilizer. David, of course, give them whatever else you think that they need. They look like they're going to explode, which is fantastic. You see here again, this is your thing. Now this is a problem. What we want to do instead is lift this up, try to line them up, and use you see the way I've used a zip tie over there to join them together, to keep them in, right? Here. Again, everything seems to be doing okay. You could just do it with a burst. Once again, now that you have a water hose hooked to there, please soak everything every week. Also, we need to manage the weeds before they start coming. So, for example, they're already coming here. We need to get these out. However you want to deal with it. You can cut them. If you think that's better, pull them out. Need to manage these right away as they are tender, because if we don't, of course, they'll be harder to get out later. Okay? Also here, need to manage all these weeds. When they come up right away, it's pretty easy to pull them out real quick. Also making sure that it all looks nice, you see. Okay? And of course, all these can go on the compost or in some other pile. You'll see again, I tied some of your pipes, keep them close to your plants, and let's see how we do from there. Let's see. Weeds, weeds, weeds. Getting all your plants in and moving your plants weekly until which time is you have a good steady spot where they're getting water. And sometimes you'll discover, I think the plants are in too hot or too shady of a space. So all the more reason to move them. If you see a plant withered, you can still bring it back, I think. And let's see, the top up there seems to be doing well. I suggest some lettuces and other leaves up there. And yeah, let's see how we're doing. Fertilizer, weeding, irrigation, garbage, cleanup. Okay. And that is a wrap.